I'm Rich Coleman, and I'm here with Ryan Moser. We are the Bokeh Bros, and we're here to show you guys the MiniMal by PFixer. It's by Pusher Labs, and what they did is they simply took a Behringer MIDI control board, and what they did is they tweaked it so that every time you change a knob here or push a button, it's gonna control something in Lightroom. So we're just gonna show you real quick on how that works for us. Pretty much every switch, knob, and button on this little board right here, this MIDI controller, controls something in Lightroom. And if there's something you don't like, it's super simple just to go on and you can update your preferences and change it. You can go to the mapping settings and change any button to change anything in Lightroom. So when you get the board set up, you literally have Lightroom open. You go to your applications and you open up the PFixer app, and you'll see a progress bar go across the top, and you'll see everything kind of freak out on the corners. That's okay. That's just like letting this map the board. So it takes honestly less than 30 seconds, and then boom, you're ready to roll. The next button for photos, the first knob is exposure, and it's super sensitive. I mean, you get it and you're good to go. So if you shoot under, you just bring it up, give it a little contrast. You can switch to a different layers panel and give it some vibrance, some saturation, and then go to the next photo. It has a paste previous button. So some of the key features, so pretty much numbers 1 through 8, it's exposure, contrast, black, shadows, highlights. Those are what you use the most. And then layer B is your temperature. So it's your temperature, tint, vibrance, saturation. And then each of your buttons, let's say the left-hand panel on your buttons are, escape, enter, copy, paste, undo, crop, all that. And then these two are the buttons you use. So you can literally go through all of your photos without touching your mouse or your keyboard. I edited a couple thousand photos without touching my mouse or keyboard. I did the whole thing, culling and editing, all with this little teeny MIDI controller. So about day 2 of this board, I'm rolling through it and I'm thinking, man, it would be really cool to rewrite some of these buttons to be my luminance, because messing with skin tones, I use luminance a lot. And then I just kind of got curious because there's a bunch of dots up here, and I found out that on layer B, there is like your sync, which is your main button control, but then you have your hue mode, your saturation mode, and your luminance mode. So with each of these, you have 8 sliders in Lightroom, and each of those sliders is controlled. So you have your reds, your orange, your yellows, your greens, your blues. So that was like a really cool, fun thing I found out after the fact, and it was already written into the software. It is super fast. I've never gone through a wedding as fast as I did with this, and I'm just learning it. So with the learning curve, I'm already faster than I ever was using, a different program that maps out keys. Just, because just the time to go boom, boom, click, boom, boom, click, boom, boom, click, boom, boom, click. Now I'm all in one spot. My hands don't move. It's like a keyboard with knobs. It's freaking sweet. I stumbled upon this online. Me and Ryan Moser with Bokeh Bros, we were kind of figuring out something. Our previous VSCO keys stopped having support. So when I updated my operating system, they just stopped working. So I was trying to figure out something that had, had support and wasn't open source. So we found this online, and like a wild hair, we just bought it. We ordered it on a Tuesday, and it was at my house on Friday. But man, I'm always in front of the computer, and this is a time saver. I would suggest this for the novice. I would suggest this for somebody who's super professional, because what it does is it frees you up from the endless panels that are in Lightroom. Everything's open, and this controls everything without ever having to touch anything. So one thing I found out, the only thing I've changed on this board, other than how it was set up stock, is I added some presets. But also what I did is I was like, man, sometimes when you're shooting food, like the plate's a little crooked and I want to be able to zoom and crop. I just literally rewrote the programming for number 8, and it lets me change my zoom. So something that would be a click, a drag, a straighten, I can do with just a knob now, and it looks killer and it works great. So it's completely customizable to fit what your business is doing and what works for you. The pricing on this guy with the software is $179.99. Hope you enjoyed our review. Make sure you check us out on the web and our podcast. The links are below.